What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is episode 1 of Witcher Blood Origin. We're still in a road setup, so forgive us for that. But don't worry, we'll be back in the big TO soon.
The YYZ.
The 6.
The kid. No.
We'll be in the 6 soon.
No, that's enough of that. Yeah, we're watching The Witcher, which, like, I'm honestly a little bit worried about because I don't really see anybody talking about it. So
we're going to watch The Witcher, a show that we would be more excited about if it weren't for the fact that the Witcher universe seems to be in kind of a mess. Also, knowing that this show was supposed to be longer, and then in reshoots they cut a bunch of episodes.
Like 2 episodes,
I think it was supposed to be 6, and now it's 4. So I'm really curious what we're about to watch. The saving grace of it all is that Michelle Yeoh's in it.
And that's why we're here.
And she gave, in my opinion, the performance of the year in Everything Ever All at Once. So, I'm going to watch this for her. Yes. I'm going to probably love this for her. But I'm really curious to see what this says about the rest of The Witcher on Netflix as we're moving forward. We also want to point out, before we get into this, we've not read any of the books. We have both played Witcher 3, although I haven't finished it. And we have seen all of the show. So that's all the Witcher knowledge that we have between us.
Yes.
If you want the full-length reaction to this, go over to patreon.com/nerdynightly. That is where we post those. But if you don't, you're already here. So stay here, watch this, and let's get into it.
Let's go. It's supposed to be upside down, right?
Can you imagine if it wasn't? Netflix accidentally streams this whole thing to us upside down. We have to, react like this.
Oh my god.
No, it's supposed to be. Wait, is that Dandelion?
Yes, it is. He was also in the trailer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
How? Why?
It was an impressive oneer to start, though. I do I like that. No! What? If I could turn back time. Oh, he's the Flash now. Wow. My name is Barry Allen, and I'm the fastest man alive.
Yo, right?
That looks like
What do we do? What do we do, Yasuke? What do we do in situations like this? We
sing. We sing about it.
Hello! Hello, Sandpiper. I'm not into it. Good-looking man, nice boots. Am I dead?
Dandelion would definitely have sex with himself.
Yes.
What are you? I am many things, many faces, many places. Then why do you look like me? Because you love yourself.
Called out. Yeah, I would find it really weird to talk to myself.
Yeah.
That's been done to death.
No, I've not heard that one, admittedly.
So the movie's called Zack Snyder's Justice League, and it's about how the 7 come together at the convergence of the mother boxes.
No, I hate that.
6 lone outcasts, strangers to each other, destined to be bound together in a blood quest.
It's like snowing. Like, why don't they go somewhere warm for his hands?
Just because you're cold all the time doesn't mean everyone else is.
Rise up from the soil we till. Rise up from the soil.
Feels dangerous to be led by a bard. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to have a bard.
Yeah.
But to be led by one is...
They got that charisma.
Risky business.
Please, better go. You can all drink for free.
Jesus. Let's go.
We love a good bar brawl in The Witcher.
Right back into the song. That's how you do it. That's a pro right there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you should probably get your knives back, but eh.
Oh, someone's got a crush now.
That was fun.
Yeah. It's a fun introduction. Instead of save the cat, save the child from the pedophile.
and their greatest warrior, Jarl Stoneheart.
They're really throwing names at you in the middle of the most chaotic sound moments.
Yeah, I honestly didn't really hear that.
It sounded like Jarlston, but there was 19 swords clashing at the same time in the middle of his name. All right. Let's go, princess.
Jeez.
Wow, I want her bedroom. God damn. Although it's probably freezing.
Probably.
All that stone.
I won't die living a lie.
Some post-battle coitus. How to get your blood going.
Fuck him and his shiny army. Where the fuck were they today when it counted? Couldn't organise a ride in a brothel.
Where's Bjorn?
Oops. Dude, you gotta have somebody else stand guard at the door.
Yeah, like, yeah. Damn.
They banished him with a pretty rad horse, though.
Sure, but I bet she's gonna get, like, captured or killed now because, like, he's not there.
You're a seer now.
No. I just don't deny what's in front of my own eyes.
It's a really cool dress.
Yeah, it's rad.
Now that your little indiscretion with Fial has been taken care of, it's time to look to the future.
You're gonna marry somebody.
The King of Prussia is a widower.
Yep.
A marriage between our kingdoms would make him amenable to signing.
This is gonna be so gross. But do you think that in, like, olden times, brothers would, like, be like, oh, thank God my sister, like, king brothers
Yeah.
would be like, thank God my sister's hot, because I can get a much better peace with this country because she's attractive.
Absolutely. 100%.
You just have an older brother who's just like, oh, thank God she's attractive. This is gonna be so much easier. We're not going to war with Spain anymore.
Yeah. Problem is, if they're too attractive, then you have a Helen of Troy situation.
Ah, yeah. To Agamemnon. This show has a very, very long beginning.
Yeah.
Because we're in, like, introduction number 5. Because we had the Jaskier introduction, then the introduction of the truth teller,
Yeah.
then the lute player, then the guy, and now we're in Michelle Yeoh.
Well, and then we just had the princess.
Yeah.
Loyal bodyguard to King Medea and the royal family of Prussia.
So you must know Lady Catelyn of the Knives, then?
She's my mother.
What?
What?
My mother tried to save me, but I was lost to the music.
My dad
From
tried
that
to say.
artist life. It's a pretty cool instrument.
Yeah.
Dog clan. What the fuck?
Ah, current.
How did the son of mighty Osfar fall so far?
Easy. Fuck the princess. Better I be stripped of my clan and banished in silent disgrace.
Because then nobody knows.
Protect, not fuck. Clan basics.
Many thanks for not trying to kill me in my sleep.
There's still time. A knife for a knife.
May the executioner's blade be keen and quick.
Oh, she has a death sentence. Oh, okay. She's like, I might as well kill you before I die.
Why does she have a death sentence?
I don't know. Those guys...
I didn't hear that.
Prussians have been running some harrying raids, testing our lines.
That's a good map.
What say you, Chief Sage?
Apologies, Captain Eridan. The role of Chief Sage is no longer one of
What?
advisor to the throne. I'm merely here to advise on matters of magic.
Wait, what? Like, Wild Hunt Aridin, or is this a different guy named Aridin? If it's just another random dude named Aridin, that's
That would
wild.
be so weird, yeah.
Alright, she's a little bard, little rogue.
I no longer follow the way of the blade.
I don't know, you you got out of prison this morning.
One of the locks, most precious notes, shall be the key to all things, and a quest in the name of your clan will bring you redemption.
Cool.
Okay.
Have any of them ever come true?
All of them, one way or another.
Jeez.
The show is dense.
And fast.
And I don't understand how there's only 4 episodes.
Yeah.
As if anyone's capable of that. I'm just glad you are.
What the fuck? Wow, her accuracy at range with daggers is... Wow, okay, let's go!
She's gotta be the first one to go, right? Because as soon as they all get too close.
Yeah.
That's one fucking bandit.
Line up the shot, and... He hit the green bar in the accuracy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This mark. Centurion Army, 5th column.
It's a good thing everyone in this world has tattoos to distinguish
Yeah.
their allegiance.
Fuck your clan.
Look, there are bound to be more of these stabby fuckers on the way. But we'll have more of a chance if we stick together.
Stabby fuckers.
Stabby fucker sounds like he forgot the line, and that's like just like what he said in the moment. They're like, just keep it.
No, it's great.
Your voice is sexy, people won't mind.
Again,
No.
in the halls of Care and Winchester.
I was like, well, 2 arrows. Maybe she's still alive, but
We watched too much fantasy where you're like, you can take 2 arrows to the gut and be fine.
yeah, Boromir took like 4.
He did die though.
Yeah.
He lasted like, another 20 minutes, but he did die. Okay, so there's Zintrea, there's Persia, and there's the monarchies want peace, but the armies don't. Maybe? And also the convergence of the spears is going to happen in the midst of all of that.
Warriors of Zintrea.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate his crown.
Oh, really?
The only thing I don't like so far. So he orchestrated that attempted assassination, so I think he's gonna help the armies kill everybody.
Darwinish. But we will all be from this day forward.
Summon the physic.
No, it's just nerves.
She's pregnant. She's got that dog in her.
And this, you done.
Okay, so Aridin is the bad guy. So this whole prequel series is to introduce Aridin to audiences as the bad guy for season 3 of The Witcher, right?
Maybe, actually.
What? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is that gonna do?
The elven.
Why did we just watch 35 minutes explaining all of this shit if it doesn't matter?
Oh, she probably sent for him because she knew that she'd be Empress, so she could have him if she wanted.
Yeah, and she's probably not pregnant. She just didn't want to be in the room when the Black Lightning Manticore killed everybody.
To start a new golden era.
That's an outfit. God damn. There's a tactful way for them to have done that. But,
Yeah.
it's cool.
They could have kept pretenses up way longer.
Yeah.
You need to cultivate some initiative, boy. Oh, sorry.
Wait, so in the time it took them to sail, the entire country has replaced all of its banners? How long were they at sea for?
Fucking slut's got you locked by the balls.
Huh. How long were they in the ocean?
I don't know.
Those who make excuses don't make history.
This is one of the wildest pilots to any television show I've ever seen.
Yeah, truly.
She'll pay with the blood for what she did.
I should have died with my clan.
Me too. We're the last of us.
Hey, coming in January.
Blood Swan. To the end.
To the end.
Cool.
All right.
I want to civilize these new worlds. Bring our art, our science and culture to them. And create a new golden era for all of elfkind.
So it's colonialism then. Cool.
This new dawn of possibilities is all thanks to you.
He's great.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, he's an incredible villain. This performance, like, he's the most intriguing part of this whole show for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mixture of like posture and serenity that he's just turned into this really delicious like antagonism.
Yeah.
She was the one who introduced me to music. When I left my clan to become a bard, she was banished.
That's not fair.
I love that everyone's backstory in this is that they were banished and forced to become a sellsword. Just two people, but...
Always amongst the lowborn. And now here, in the far north, how could one song have this much power?
I gotta say, the level of, like, on-location shooting is really impressive.
Oh, yeah, it looks great.
The show looks gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Pit trap.
And the 130 paces back. She'll have to try a lot harder than that.
It's hard to see a pit trap if you walk backwards.
The clans are gone. How are you still alive?
Let's go, Michelle Yeoh!
I need your chaos magic.
Are you willing to sacrifice anything for it, no matter what the cost?
One of the things about this show that isn't working for me is that it kind of feels like they're trying to make it... Rings of Power did this too, where it's like, oh, we have to be the prequel to every element of the world.
Yeah.
So we have to explain the beginning of chaos magic, the beginning of this, the beginning of The Witcher. And like, you don't need to prequelize everything. Some things can just already be there.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
He's jacked.
Is he like re-cauterizing that like a week later?
The timeline of the show is already insane. So who knows? It could be later in the day. Wait, no, that was from when they were on the island.
On the island. That's what I mean.
That should be healed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It either feels like it's a magical wound or...
Wait. He's still... Yeah.
It's not like fully healed.
The entire
like...
country has changed their flags and armor.
Yeah.
That takes time. Alright.
He's the one with an axe. Doesn't seem to know how to use it, though. You've gotten rusty.
Have I?
Oh, now we're fighting. Okay.
It's playful, right? Well, not for him. He's pissed.
Yeah, no. He's willing to kill her. That's a good shot.
So you're coming with us?
The ancestors will it.
Cool.
She's like, look, I know you can get us in, but I'm not going until I see what you guys are made of.
And so two became three. The first drops in a torrent that would change the world forever.
Wow, that was so many things.
Is there any is there anything in the credits?
No. Here's the thing. Like, the story is interesting.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. It's not that it's bad. It's just in terms of a single episode of television, that was dense.
Yeah, I feel like I need to go read a Spark Notes of it. No, you know what I mean? I need to remember who everybody was and how this timeline all worked out, because that was very confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with the scope of it, right? I think that they've done a really good job creating something of size.
Yeah. And it looks great.
It looks great, right?
Yeah.
I think that the combat is filmed pretty well compared to a lot of other stuff that I watched this year.
Yeah, I would say so.
There's definitely times when, it's a little cheesy, but the cheese is kind of part of Witcher's charm. Mm-hmm. So I feel like they've captured that from the original show. I do feel like they spent a lot of time in this first episode trying to set up the peace treaty and why the peace treaty mattered to so many different clans.
Here's the thing. I think you could have started this episode with the massacre.
Or ended episode, or I think that what was actually the show was about was, if it was longer, I think that the first episode ends with the massacre. And then, because the final moment of episode 1 should have been the princess killing that person, and revealing that the princess was behind it. And so you spend the entirety of episode 1 kind of setting up for this big fake out at the end. The weird thing is, putting that right in the middle of episode 1 makes it seem like all of the information that you learned before that isn't that important, which ultimately it isn't. It's not what the show's about.
That's what I mean. None of it is that important, and the fake out isn't important either. It doesn't matter.
But in a longer show, you have time to kind of spend with characters. The problem...
But one episode, if I get faked out after one episode, it doesn't matter to me.
No, but I'm saying that before the fake out, we could have spent more time with the stuff on the boat. Could have happened before the treaty. Because what gets really weird about the show, right? And I don't know if it's because they cut it down to 4 episodes. I'm putting it a lot on that, and it might not be. This might have been the original structure of the pilot.
Maybe.
Is that we meet our 2 main characters, who I think are both giving really good performances. I like them both. I think they're both very attractive. Obviously, they're both very charismatic, so I think they're doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
They are in a position where they're supposed to get on a boat to go be at the signing of the treaty for some reason, even though they've both kind of been banished or exiled or whatever. And then the treaty happens.
Okay, so the reason that they want to be there is so that they get killed. So that's why they get forgiven and unbanished. Is so that they can die.
Okay. So then they do get on the boat to go to the treaty, and by the time they arrive,
the boat that they meant to get on.
By the time they arrive, the massacre has happened, and already the entire world has completely changed to an empire.
Yeah.
Which is just you can't do that quickly, and so the story becomes. Yeah. They could have hidden that in the breaks between episodes, but instead it happens in the episode. And so the timeline of this episode, you're right. When he cauterizes that wound,
I was like, that's a week or 2 ago, isn't it?
At least.
Yeah.
No, but at least they've crossed the ocean.
They sailed. They went through that town.
They crossed a mountain.
They went over the mountain.
Maybe they rode hard for 6 days with a mortal wound in his side.
Maybe they did.
And so I don't know. I think that the episode is the overarching story they're trying to tell is actually really cool, and I like it. Mm-hmm. The storytelling of this episode was
the internal structure is a little wonky.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and so it just makes it that tiniest bit harder to follow when you're already giving us a whole bunch of names and people and places and things and magics and colloquial terms in this world, but that are foreign to us.
And that don't exist in The Witcher. And so I think that one of the weird parts of this is that the things that stood out to me as being from The Witcher are obviously from the opening scene with Jack Skier. Yep. Which is a setup which is fine. It's a framing device for the show.
Yeah,
but then
interesting.
Aridin
is there.
Which is
chaos magic.
Chaos magic. Well, yeah, but chaos magic isn't in that world yet, right?
No.
So that guy's gonna bring chaos magic in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. That was dense.
Yeah.
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 And the thing is, I
But
don't...
I didn't not like it.
No.
Like, it was just a lot.
It was just wild.
Yeah.
They clearly spent money. Like, I was worried the show was going to look like a cheap knockoff of The Witcher. You know what I mean? Like, it was going to be like they spent like half as much per episode, and it was going to be a lot of green screens and a lot of like very unpopulated sequences.
Yeah, no, they've done a good job so far.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel empty.
The guards, like the background guards' armor looks good.
Yeah,
you know, I was actually really impressed with a lot of the costuming. I think that like visually, it's nice. It was just an hour of information. And yeah, just wild. They introduced all 7 of the warriors in that opening sequence.
And I don't remember.
I don't remember their names because we still haven't even met 4 of them.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I remember here's a problem. I kind of remember their faces, but they were introduced in this weird stop-start paper animation kind of thing as well. So I think even that was a little difficult to follow.
You know how there were the 2 mages that were introduced in that?
Yeah.
I think one of them was the guy in the cell.
Oh. That would make sense.
Yeah, I think so.
That would make sense. Yeah. And then I know that there's like the dwarf lady.
Yeah.
Because I remember her scenes from the trailers. She was very funny. And yeah, I have no idea who anyone else is.
This show just... I'm really curious to watch the next 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really... Like, the show seems massive. And I don't know how they're going to... Because that's the longest episode by, like, over 10 minutes. The next episodes are all between 40 and 51 minutes.
This, like, story that they're trying to tell us, I don't know how they do it in 3 more episodes, because it seems... The scale of it seems... Yeah.
But honestly,
massive.
But having said that, my biggest quibble with episode 1 is it's just too fast. Like there's no time for anything.
Yeah.
To make sense, and so I'm hopeful that I don't know how they're gonna do this, but I hope the pace slows down a little bit, and it just feels a little bit more cohesive in the next 3 episodes. But at the same time, I hope they get through this grand story of the introduction of the conjunction. I thought it was just going to be the conjunction of the spears into making Witchers. I did not realize there was going to be this whole backstory of 3 nations that were killed by a lightning dragon thing.
Yeah, becoming an empire, and like this lady wanting to like go into other worlds and like...
colonize them.
Yeah.
But also, she's like, I want to bring them art and like culture. And I'm like, but you've never been... You don't know... They might have the exact... They might literally have the exact same art and culture as you. You don't know what they are.
Yeah, she just seems like the definition of like rich privilege, right? Because she's read these books and heard about what other people have done and just wants that so badly that she doesn't have any idea. She doesn't know anything about the people, it seems like.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know anything about these other worlds. She just has this like grand idea of what she wants her life to be and how to bring meaning to it.
Which is a fun fake out from the like sort of meek character that we meet her as. I thought that was a nice twist.
Yeah.
I actually think the Empress is probably the character I'm her and her the advisor guy, the wizard. Yeah. The 2 of them are the most interesting part of the show because they are... I understand their goals really clearly. I understand what they're going to do to achieve them, and they're so at odds with one another that I can't wait to see which one wins out over the other, and it could be either, right? Like, I'm not looking at the show being like, oh, of course she's going to win. It's going to be this, like, top lane. I'm excited to see the 2 of them go head-to-head more than I am the leads of the show fighting them.
Yeah.
Because the leads of the show, like, they want revenge, and that's fun. You know what I mean? But, like, It's a really like basic desire.
Yeah, no, the structure of the empire and the empress and that power struggle is definitely more complex and interesting than we're going on a revenge journey, which is fine. Like, I'm not like putting that down by any means. It's just that like, oh, I understand their motives already, so I want to know more about these other people.
Well, and we already like the adventure of like, oh, we've got to put together a team of D&D characters to go do this thing is fun.
Yeah.
But it's just it is something that I've seen done before, and the places where this episode leaned heavier into cliche was in our 2 leads with the like, oh well, we have to work together, so we're gonna blood bond. You know what I mean? Like we're going to fight the master who doesn't want to help us to prove that she should help us. Like that half of the episode had a lot more tropey cliche kind of stuff.
Yeah.
As opposed to the fall of the empire or the rise of the empire out of these 3 countries. I felt like that was where I actually thought the show was doing something kind of new and a little bit interesting, and playing with ideas that I don't feel like I see as often.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I was enjoying that a lot.
Yeah, so I guess we have 3 more episodes. We'll see which way it leans harder towards. I don't know.
I find this episode almost impossible to rank. Like,
To
if you ask me
rank?
to rate it,
I don't
like,
know.
out of 10, this is an episode where I'm like, I need to, especially because it's only 4. This is one of those things where I'm like, I feel like this is all going to be just one thing.
Yeah, I don't think individual episodes
No.
can really be like pulled out and analyzed. This feels like one like story, and I don't have all the pieces yet, so it's really hard to tell.
I will say this though, I love fantasy, so I'll watch all of this.
Mm-hmm.
I think that as a pilot episode of a new show, I think that this is bad.
It's overwhelming
at bringing in new audiences. I think
Yes.
I think that this is going to not do amazing numbers for Netflix, because I think that a lot of people are going to get halfway through this episode.
Yeah. This is for like Witcher fans or people who are already like high fantasy fans and can understand, the magic and terminology and have, and that get that kind of enjoyment out of this. But yeah, if you just pulled anybody who's like, yeah, I guess I kind of like fantasy, I kind of like this. They watching this, I think they would get like kind of glazed over. Because I kind of did at points where I was like just trying to like follow the thread of what was happening. And I do find it interesting, but I'm admitting that it's not the most cohesive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so curious. That was legitimately wild.
And everybody in it's great.
But it's not a disaster. I was so worried this was going to be a disaster.
Me too, and that's why they chopped it down.
And that we would not even like finish our reaction to it. But like with how crazy the first episode is, I want to watch it all. So
yeah, no, I definitely want to watch it. So
that's one of the can be said about some of the stuff we watched this year. So I'll take it. Anything else you want to say?
No.
All right, Michelle Yeoh, I love you. I think the show's going to get better because she's going to be in it more from here on out, which is just good for me. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave me comments down below because the algorithm god, she's hungry and we must feed her. And this episode, that algorithm goddess is going to be Michelle Yeoh because she's the reason we're here.
Yeah.
And she's just the greatest. And I'm I know Cate Blanchett was great in Tar, but like I'm still pulling for that Everything Everywhere All at Once sweep of picture, director, actor, and actress.
Yeah.
I want it. She'll also win Best Screenplay and Editing. I'm being greedy.
It's a winner.
If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Klaus Polaris.
As always, y'all, do something nerdy tonight.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.